Hello everybody, what's going on? My name is Daniel and welcome to my channel. I'm always so glad to have you guys here and I hope that you're also glad to be here as well. If you enjoy the videos that I've been putting out and you want to see more and make sure that you stay updated, smash that subscribe button. If you enjoy this video or even if you don't, go ahead and smash that like button. I'm glad that y'all are here. I hope that you're glad to be here as well. Today I'm doing something just a little bit different. Lately, all of my book reviews have been about philosophy, but today I'm doing a book review about a book on real estate, the ABCs of real estate investing. The reason that I read this book is because I've been doing a little bit of research into what it really takes to become a landlord. I have a ton of long-term financial goals. My main goal is to become financially free by the time that I'm 40. And so of course I've been looking into real estate investing. So while I was clicking around on YouTube, I saw a podcast all about being a landlord and what it takes. And they recommended that I read this book right here, The ABCs of Real Estate Investing. And so this is the book that I'm going to be talking about today. So Robert Kiyosaki wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, where he talks all about how he had a rich dad and he had a poor dad. And he talks about why his poor dad stayed poor. And he talks about how his rich dad got rich. And so now he has a whole book series written by some of his associates. This one is written by Ken McElroy about different topics involving finances, about real estate, etc., and how to get to where Robert Kiyosaki is. So I'm going to let you in on something right away. This is the ABCs of real estate investing, the secrets of finding hidden profits most investors missed. All that I knew about was that there was a book called the ABCs of real estate investing, but there's multiple ABCs of real estate investing, and I wish that I would have known that before I bought this book. I'm not saying that this isn't a good book. It's just that it talks about something else that I was expecting. So for you to know what I mean, I'm just going to dive into the book itself. So I personally want to learn about being a landlord. I want to learn about real estate investing. And I was looking into what it takes to own single family properties. And so I get into this book and they start talking about investing, real estate investing. And they have a very specific direction they're getting into. They said, hey, real estate investing is great. Real estate investing is cool. You can make money doing it. But let me tell you the truth. If you really want to be successful real estate investing, you want to invest in multi-family properties. And let me tell you how you can do that without putting any money down. And so it's like I got right into this book, but because I didn't do research before buying, they started talking about something that I didn't have any interest in. I don't care about owning an apartment building. I don't care about having other investors come in and invest in the property for me. But nonetheless, I kept going through the book because I knew there was something to be learned. And overall, this was a helpful, useful book. So I kept going through. They already changed direction on me before I even knew what was happening. And they go in and they talk about finding the property. They talk about financing the property, how to get investors on your side. And then they talk about evaluating the property. This is something that matters no matter what kind of real estate investing you're going into. But it's a little bit different when you get into these larger facilities. Whenever you go and buy a single family property, the house has an appraisal value, and it's based on the worth of the house. Whenever you go into larger units, it's not based on the worth of the building, it's based on the worth of the business. And so whenever you're evaluating a multifamily property, what you're doing is you're going through the previous owner's books, you're going through and seeing all of the tenants that are there, and you're finding how lucrative this business is, how much money can this building make you, and that determines the overall value of the property. I didn't know that. I thought that was super interesting, and I kept reading through the book to see what all I can learn. So just going through this book chapter by chapter, they talk about the myths and the reality of investing. They talk about what it actually takes, and they kind of dismantle some of the myths. They talk about how important it is to have a team on your side. You got to have an accountant. You have to have a realtor who knows the area. You need people to be able to do some research and help you really find out not just how lucrative the building is, but how lucrative the area is around you. Because if you're in a town that's slowly declining, that has a business that has crashed, like let's say Pittsburgh, for example, it was booming and teeming with life as everybody was building steel, and it was the steel city. And now it's still referred to as the steel city, but that whole industry is completely gone. And so if you're looking in an area with a declining industry, that could be a red flag, because if people start leaving the area, it's going to be hard to fill vacancies. So he talks a lot about research. Research is fundamental in finding a good deal. And finding a good deal is fundamental to actually making a monthly cash flow from this property. So they talk about why it's important to find a good deal, and then they teach you how to find out if a property is truly a good deal or not. There's a ton of math involved. There's a ton of financial data that's involved, but he really breaks it down for you to easily understand exactly what it takes to find out if it's a good deal or not. And then from there on, he really just talks about making the deal, being firm in your deal. Don't let them push you around with the price, because if you overpay, you could, in the end, not actually make any money on this deal. And that's the whole point in investing in real estate. And then for the rest of the book, it kind of just dwindles down. He gives you tips and tricks and pretty much shows you how to close everything up and how to make the most amount of money, how to maximize your profits while you're the owner or the manager of this specific property. And then after going through that, he talks about when you should sell and when you should continue owning the property. So overall, it was a good book. If I was looking to own multifamily properties, I would say this is a great book. Anybody that wants to learn more about real estate investing, anybody that wants to invest in multifamily properties, you know what? This is the book for you. It's pretty simple. It's not too long. You can casually read it and go through it, and it doesn't involve too much thinking. Ken McElroy is somebody who does this for a living, and that's something that he mentions in the beginning of the book. He says a lot of people that write books about real estate don't make any money in real estate. And so he kind of brags on himself and says, you know what? I've been doing this for a long time, and I know when people are failing. I know when people are succeeding. I've helped people out. And so he can actually give you good advice from experience. So was I a little bit disappointed when I found out this book was really only for people trying to get into multifamily properties? Yeah. Did I learn something from the book overall? Absolutely, I did. So if you're looking to learn how to invest in real estate, how to make money, how to manage multifamily properties, this is definitely the book for you. If that's not exactly the case, Robert Kiyosaki has a ton of books that you can check out. There are multiple books titled The ABCs of Real Estate, which I'm eventually going to go through and find out which one is actually directed towards somebody like me who wants to own single family properties. But overall, you live and you learn. I found out this book wasn't exactly what I was looking for, but it's still a great book nonetheless. So if you want to check this book out, the link to this book is down in the description below. Go ahead, pick it up, and learn a thing or two about investing in real estate. I hope that you all are glad to be here. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button. If you want to see more book reviews done by yours truly, smash that subscribe button. But overall, I'm just glad that you got something out of today's video. I'm glad that I was able to, give you some good advice and show you a book that could really make a difference in your financial journey. Like I said, my goal is to become financially free by the time that I'm 40. And I definitely believe that real estate is going to play an important part in that. So feel free to check out my other book reviews where I talk about retirement and finances, etc. And I hope that you all enjoyed this video, but most of all, I hope that you have an absolutely fantastical, wonderful day. Have a great day, guys.